How's it, James? This is my first of 5 fatigue model videos. That's just a little bit about what we're watching. This is an athlete of mine, Philine Potgieter. Excuse me. Really talented athlete. Her and her husband are one of my first real individual program design athletes, and they've been with me for a couple of years now. This is a 2-minute dynamic movement test. Really, I like this, or I use this because it kind of gives me insight on what's happening behind the scenes. How do they function? How's their perception or body IQ or awareness of themselves? Are they working too hard? And definitely also rates of adaptation. For example, there she's got a good little swing. It's just this test has told me quite a bit. But just a few things, pros and cons about this test. Cons, first of all, is if they've swung a fucking hammer before, obviously no good. And the pros are exactly what I said. They're again quite a bit of insight, especially if you can't see the athlete work out in front of you. And then a little bit of an amateur mistake on my side. I did this test on myself without a shirt, and I thought cool. At least I could see some indication of upper and lower body extremity connection. But so the shirt's rolled up unnecessarily. That's a mistake that I won't do again. But obviously, feels good to have an athlete that'll trust you even if you fuck up. Cool. Let's try not to. Okay. So anyways, let's start discussing this quick little test. Okay, so parameters of testing, if I can, for lack of a better term. No warm-up, completely cold. First question is, have you ever done this before? Answer is no. And then asked, have you seen it done? She said, of course. So stuck the sledgehammer in her hand and said, cool, 2 minutes, record and go. She is really hitting hard. And this is pretty much how she's going to go the whole time. I like the fact that there is quite a bit of adaptation, still too powerful, but at least there's quite a bit that I can work with. At the end of this 2 minutes, she needed a fucking asthma pump, so she has got grit like a motherfucker, which is great. Her and her husband, so a lot that I can work with. Okay, cool. So that's about it. It's quite a bit more on the second set. So she came in completely cold, told her to do this, got her to fucking breathe normally with a 4 or 5 minute easy row, and then got her to warm up, and then just for about, if it was 10 or 15 seconds, I just quickly swung and said, this is what I'm looking for, standing square, alternating about 2-3 shots per hand, and I said, go, try and figure it out, and we'll quickly go to that clip. That's pretty much it until the end. Oh, yeah, and this, also talking about trust in me, this was done during 8 a.m. Friday morning warm-up class. 8 a.m. Friday morning classes warm-ups. So, yeah, pretty cool. Anyways, clip number 2 coming up. Okay, so video number, set number 2, 10 minutes later, a little bit of instruction, and boom. Okay, so that's it, trying our best. Cool. Yeah, that's in the background there. But they're good friends, so that's it. Oof. I think she did hit herself on the leg there, so one thing that I did notice there, bang, right back to it, and that is where she stuck for the end of it. Getting really good at that swing. So she's been wanting strict handstand push-ups and a muscle up. So we've just been working to get that strict before we start kipping, just because we have a lot of time. No need to cut in corners. And we've been doing some false grip transitions, and One thing that we've been struggling with is her elbows. She just cannot keep those fuckers in. Doing the eccentric, transition movement of the muscle up, transition portion of the muscle up. And yep, there we go. So try it again. I think I did tell her to rather just stick with the left, and this will be a great way to develop learning, acquisition of new skills, or ability to learn and acquire new skills. Is shit like new stuff, like keep the hammer in the left hand. Definitely, that'll help. Maybe for 30-second bouts in the beginning, and also a tool that I really like to kind of practice in a map 10 sense, and also that part of movement, development or acquisition or whatever you want to call it, is the skier. Skier is really good as well. Kind of just help people get aware, go nice and slowly. What is the most efficient way of moving? Is she going too hard or not? So yeah, quite a bit that I learned from her. A good couple of first steps, and yeah, let's hope I don't fuck up too much. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, thanks for this. It's the first time I've ever done something like this. Quite exciting. Cool. Anyways, hope you somewhat enjoyed it. Cheers.